What is going on, guys? Dragon Blade here, back some more Elder Scrolls Legends, and today I wanted to go over my initial build for our community build for August. I had mentioned going for a ramp spellsword list, but I actually went up going in the direction of ramp sorcerer. So here's the initial list I've decided on to start. 3 Firebolts, 3 Palace Conspirators, just to help us dig through for some more of our late game, more of our ramp. 3 Sorcerer's Negations. There's even a possibility that possibly at some point we cut Firebolt and just keep just Sorcerer's Negation. But I've been liking holding on to both of them for now. Just as much early removal as possible to kind of help us get to the late game. 3 Dark Guardian to help stall. It's a great 3-drop. Hissgrove, obviously for the ramp and a late game finisher. Soul Tear is just amazing. Helps us recycle some of our late game. Treeminder. I'm teched in 2 Firestorms just for the token matchups. It's also a Prophecy to help us survive more against more aggressive decks. This kind of helps against Time to Fight, although it's not as common anymore. Obviously, again, helps greatly against tokens. That's been my worst matchup in some of my test games so far. Lightning Bolts and Auto include. Preserve of the Roots, just really good card, obviously since we're ramping. 2 Shadowfen Priests to remove opposing Hissgroves and other things that we may need. High King Emmerich just as a solid 6-drop. 2 Ice Storms, again, help us in an aggro matchup where we survive to the late game. Also helps reset against tokens. 3 Spine of Elder's Blood, since we need a little bit more ramp since we don't have access to Thorn Hist Mage in Sorcerer. 3 of the Pure Blood Elder. And Kano. 2 Skeletal Dragons to help us scoop some stuff back from the grave. And then a late game package of 3 Blood Magic Lord, 2 Atromancer, Odiving, and Parthenax. So I've had decent results with this deck so far. I think I am 4-2 in my test games, something like that. Beat Ramp Scout, I think 3 times. I don't know if it was just me drawing well and them drawing poorly. Obviously, 3 games isn't enough to say that it's a good matchup for me or not. So I want to get more testing in. And obviously, as always with these community builds, if you have cards that you want to see cut and added, I'll always leave those suggestions down in the comment section below. Like I mentioned, we may cut Firebolt, so there's going to be room for more additions to the deck. So I'm curious to see your guys' suggestions. So we're going to match up against a Crusader. So this could be an early tokens matchup. So Dark Guardian is going to be a keep against tokens. Turn 2, we're definitely going to ring out this Treeminder to help us get going, get to some of our better cards. Parth isn't a great matchup, or a great play against tokens, but, you know, we're going to do what we can here. A Rift Thane. In that case, I think I'm going to ring out a Dark Guardian instead. I think I want to kind of mitigate as much damage as possible. And the longer I go without taking damage, I think the more the game kind of tilts in my favor. I'm still under the assumption that he's either tokens Crusader or some sort of more aggressive Crusader. Rift Thane tells us nothing, it's just a good 2-drop for the colors. But I'm going to play defensive until proven otherwise. This deck is a defensive deck anyway. That's a fine play, actually. I mean, obviously, it means more pressure is coming at us moving forward. But it gives us a turn to kind of figure everything out. I have seen Northwind Outpost played in some tokens lists.
Make it good.
Okay. Can play these 2 or just play Emmerich.
I shall be your eyes and ears.
I'm going to put Parth away for now. Just because we can pull him back at some point. And if we get a turn 8 Skeletal Dragon, it just increases the odds that we get him back. Does this work, Crusader? Alright. So in this case, I'm just going to go ahead and Emmerich this guy.
It's damned uncomfortable.
But being at turn 6 and having not taken all too much damage so far is a pretty good sign. Not this turn, but next turn we can ring out Blood Magic Lord.
Skyrim. into the land she once was.
Try and lightning bolt House Carl. There you go. Not gonna do anything else for now. Gonna keep playing it slow. Ring out Blood Magic Lord next turn.
A little distraction might prove
You
useful.
gonna execute for this?
I will prepare something special
Ooh,
for them.
no. Even better.
Now you will see real power.
Okay, see what we get. Gargoyle, not bad here. We're gonna take 6. But I'm hoping he kind of overextends even more and gives me a solid Ice Storm.
Dinner is served.
I'll let my Blood
Behold
Magic Lord
my
take 3 damage if it means wiping his board.
Let's heat things up.
Yeah, like, that's fine. Yeah, this is great.
We must join forces.
Not attacking just yet. I think I will just play his Scroll for now. Last thing we need to do is give this guy more cards.
A little distraction might prove useful.
Gonna ramp a little bit more. Keep our Blood Magic Lord safe. Although I probably could have Sorcerer's Negation and attacked him. I'm gonna save it though. All right.
Come and warm yourself. We must join forces.
Behold my power.
Okay. I think the plan here is just keep stalling for more late game. We can hit him for
I'm ready for
17,
anything.
but that's not enough. There we go.
Now you will see real power.
Gonna pull a Drain Life, which is really good. That means we can hit him for 18, 23 next turn. Not quite enough to win just yet.
I have no fear of you, cowardly skeever.
And with that, we will just go ahead and Firebolt.
The battle is yours.
And we're gonna get a concede. So we did a pretty good job of stalling him out there. Didn't even get to really... I mean, we drew 2 Blood Magic Lords. I'm not gonna say we got no late game. But we didn't really even get to, like, get going. I mean, I guess the Hiss Grove triggered, so he would have been going. But he just decided to concede there because we completely stonewalled his aggressive approach. That was a perfectly timed Ice Storm there. Did a pretty good job of not giving him cards. I think the deck did what it was supposed to do there. It looks very much like a Ramp Scout build, I guess, to an extent. But I think what gives this a little bit of, not an advantage, but a solid head-to-head matchup of Ramp Scout is the Incano and Atromancers. A matchup with Destan here. Playing Warrior. So we can expect another very aggressive deck, which I think we can probably afford to keep this against another aggressive deck. There's a chance we ring out Dark Guardian again on 2, just to mitigate some damage. But having Treeminder in our open hand is great.
Well met, marsh friend.
Hello, buddy.
Tidings, citizen.
And top decking more removal is even better for our cause. I mean, that's not necessarily to say he is 100% a aggressive warrior deck, because it could be some sort of control warrior. A lot of people are trying out the new card. But I just like to be ready for archetypes or color combinations that are more commonly aggressive. But it looks like we're going for a control matchup here.
Feed and spleen.
I'm not gonna waste a ring charge right now. If I want to remove that Hiss Grove, I can just flat play Shadowfen next turn. There's no undoing the ramp, so it's not like I'm in a rush. Just some time before he hits 15, I need to remove that.
The waters of life.
Feed and spleen.
Just gonna wait for now.
The waters of life.
Okay. Another mammoth is rough. Now we have answers. It took a lot, but we cleared the board.
I smell blood on the wind.
Oof. Him getting that out first is rough. Cancel his double ramp. And give us something to trade with here.
I feel alive.
Oh, we're just going face. We get our own Pureblood Elder out.
Taste my steel.
Gonna need to soul tear this guy back. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Not quite enough, actually. I can play Pureblood and Preserver together. I really want to kill this thing, though.
You must be cleansed.
As crazy as that sounds, I don't want him getting more value than that.
I would protect the hist.
Okay. It's getting a little tricky here. Have a Skeletal Dragon ready. It's gonna be a tough matchup, though. I don't really know what's going on. Alright, so took that off the board.
I feel
He's going
alive.
for more damage. And Kano's a good pull.
Hiding will not save you.
I would protect the hist.
Okay, and we actually want to not break through here.
I have many important things on my mind.
And we also really need to pull back our Shadowfen. Next turn, possibly Skeletal Dragon plus Shadowfen to get rid of that.
By bark and roots.
This is going to become a battle of who has more late game ready. I also think he's going to be able to out aggressive us here. And the Sowers are going to be huge for him. Actually, I think he just wins here. I need to silence that.
You must be cleansed.
I don't think I can stop him, though. He can hit me for 11. He ignores the guard. Yeah, he's got game here. Yeah, none of my prophecies stop him either.
By the aid of fire battle.
That's an interesting take on that card.
Bark and roots.
I think Ramp Warrior has a lot of cool tools as well. So I'm not even mad at that loss. It was just a really cool deck. Just performed a little bit better than ours. I'm not angry though. Having the Pureblood Elder ready on turn 7 is just a huge play. But that's going to be it for now, guys. If you have any other suggestions or you'd like to see another version of this deck tried out, we could possibly try a Warrior version at some point, maybe something else. I don't really know. Let me know down below in the comment section. We're obviously going to keep working on this deck as we go throughout the month. But thank you very much for watching, guys. And I will see you guys next time with some more revisions for the deck. Have a good one. Peace.